I found another video to react to here. I actually just downloaded this game, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. And I've played many Ninja Gaiden games in the past, so it's going to be fun to check this out. I'll play it later in here in a little bit, but I want to watch this review before I play it, see what I'm getting into.
All paths before me are cruel and arduous. Our time has come.
I'm tripping.
Any questions?
How did you become the Capital One Bank?
I swear I thought I saw a couple of characters from like
These are minimums on
different
checking
games.
accounts.
Aren't you in the Hall of Fame?
Didn't you live in space?
Capital None.
There's a moment near the end of Ninja Gaiden 2 Black where you retrace the original Ninja Gaiden's opening level in reverse. I know that level like the back of my hand, having played it over and over again on a demo disc until I could beat the first boss without getting hit. That stage is dilapidated and falling apart here. You can see the damage caused by time and the events.
Man, it's been so long since I played a game like this. Fucking, like, I guess it's hard to describe the playstyle, but like a button masher like Dante's Inferno or God of War, where you just fucking hack and slash. These games are always fun. I really want to beat this.
The first game. Ninja Gaiden 2 never directly comments on this. It's a moment of subtlety that's very un-Ninja Gaiden. But as I ran back through those familiar stomping grounds, I had an enormous smile on my face. Like this remake as a whole, it may not be quite what it once was, but slicing and dicing my...
Okay, so it's a remake. Alright. It's not a whole new game. So it's Ninja Gaiden 2, which I definitely have played before, but it's a remake, just called Black. Now I know.
Way through it feels as good as ever.
I guess I'm less excited to play this now that I know it's a remake, because I'm probably going to see a lot of things I've seen before.
Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is supposed to be the definitive edition of Ninja Gaiden 2. This is, without equivocation, a remarkable visual upgrade to an already excellent action game. But unfortunately, it's also not the end-all, be-all edition of Ninja Gaiden 2 that the Black moniker implies. Like many of the weapons Ryu wields, 2 Black is something of a double-edged sword. Its changes cut both ways. Like previous versions, 2 Black...
Yo, if it's bloody like that, more reason to play it. Because I'm sick of games with no blood.
Black takes place a year after the Xbox reboot of Ninja Gaiden. The story is more of an excuse for ultimate badass Ryu Hayabusa to travel the world and turn fiends and ninjas alike into limbless torsos than it is a fleshed out narrative. That said, I forgot how funny it is.
You don't know her? Neither do I.
Greater fiends quote Shakespeare at you.
Your path is full of sound and fury.
You fight a lightning man on the Statue of Liberty. A giant four-armed werewolf named Wolf brings you to the Colosseum in Venice, which is full of other werewolves, for a duel to the death. And he's like, "Do you want him to die?" And all the werewolves...
What the fuck? Yeah, so, I mean, I've played Ninja Gaiden 2, but I don't think I beat it, so I definitely don't remember this part. It looks dope.
Here. And then he's like, "Who do you want to kill him?" And then all the werewolves are like, "Wolf!" And he's like, "Yes, I, Wolf, will kill him."
He shall be given an honorable death.
This, folks, is the best camp this side of the river. But you're not here for the plot, you're here for the combat, and on that front, 2 Black delivers and then some. Ninja Gaiden 2's whole deal is that you can de-limb enemies, cutting off arms, legs, and even heads as you rip through rooms, opening them up for an instant execution.
I still haven't played Ghost of Tsushima, and I want to, but this is gonna be a good substitute. It's gonna be fucking epic.
The downside is that injured enemies are even more dangerous. These dudes will jump on you, stab you, and blow themselves up to kill you. Unlike Devil May Cry or Bayonetta, Ninja Gaiden is not about styling on your enemies. It is about surviving. Your foes will not stand there and wait for you to attack them, nor will they do long, slow attacks with a noticeable windup. No, they're
So you gotta really be ready to button mash in this game. You gotta have your combos down. You gotta...
fast, ferocious, and unrelenting, and they're pretty sure you said something about their mama. They want you dead. Luckily, Ryu isn't your typical Action Jackson pro tag. Even by genre standards, he has a ton of unique weapon options, fancy ninja magic, and a complex moveset to learn. You haven't lived until you've pulled off the almighty Izuna drop and slammed a dude's head into the ground so hard that it explodes. In recent years, action games have leaned on parries and invincibility frames to get you out of trouble, but
Bruh, I'm so sick of parries. Maybe there's a parry in this game, though. Wouldn't be surprised.
that's not how 2 Black operates. Ninja Gaiden is about positioning, aggression, and mastery of both your weapons and a slew of techniques. At its best, this is a symphony of death, and you're the conductor, chaining together combos, dodging and counterattacking, and using your ultimate techniques to do this. Ryu is always the coolest guy on screen, and when you're cooking, the enemies give off that "surely I will be the guy that kills John Wick" vibe. When you're not, you can die very, very quickly. It's not as unforgiving as it sounds. Most of your life is restored between encounters, and there are items or blue essence to heal you in a pinch mid-combat. It's never over until it's over.
Some of these boss battles look fun. That looks like a God of War type boss. Dante's Inferno.
All that said, the camera can be a little janky and get stuck in weird places from time to time. This is a minor annoyance, but the other notable combat problem is boss quality. Some of them are challenging, memorable, and fun, but others, well, they can kinda suck. Either because they're not engaging to fight, or because they force you to play in ways that zap the fun from Ninja Gaiden 2's combat system. Even some of the best fights can overstay their welcome with repeated reruns.
You must be Genshin.
I mean, I love the Genshin fight, but did I really need to do it 4 times?
How many times will you stand in our way?
How many more times do I need to teach you this lesson, old man?
Genshin. Go back to hell.
Between fights, you'll get to explore each level, which are linear but still reward heading off the beaten path. It's here that you'll see the depth of 2 Black's visual upgrades. Yeah, the new character models look amazing, love the new hair, Sonya, but the lighting changes and texture upgrades really make these environments pop. Ninja Gaiden 2 has always been gorgeous, but it's easy to forget how ambitious it was. These levels are huge, and the platforming sections are largely really enjoyable. I particularly like the one in the clock tower. Running up walls and doing bird flips is fun. Who knew?
Our time has come. Your lifeblood shall spill, and you shall die.
So, overall, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is pretty great. If anything, though, its biggest flaw is that it's based more on the 2009 PlayStation 3 port, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, than it is on the original 360 version. This is a little inside baseball, but these 2 games are very, very different. I'm not going to go into extreme detail here because there's too much to list. So much so that Team Ninja even had to make a comparison table for all the different versions. But the differences I really want to highlight are the changes to enemy density and health. Sigma 2 substantially reduced the number of enemies on screen at once, and 2 Black follows suit. In exchange, they get more health and take longer to delimb, but are less aggressive. Even a ninja dog could tell you that these changes make combat worse. Environments are often empty and enemies feel spongy. I even went back and played the original Ninja Gaiden 2 on Series X after completing 2 Black's roughly 10-hour campaign, and it just feels faster and better. On the other hand, 2 Black does bring back the higher level of gore in the original release, as well as its better weapons upgrade system. Even intro screens before each mission resemble the more appealing ones from the original release instead of Sigma 2's. These things may feel minor, but they matter.
I don't remember what Sigma 2 is. Is that... How many times have they remade this game? Like, I don't know, man. Ninja Gaiden made some, took some L's.
2 Black also smartly removes the not great giant Buddha statue and Statue of Liberty boss fight Sigma 2 added, while retaining its good additions like the Dark Dragon. And while enemies
What if I wanted to fight the Buddha dragon, or the Buddha statue?
are still spongier than in the original, they do at least feel less spongy than Sigma 2, and there seem to be more of them. New levels where you play as Rachel, Mamaji, and Ayane are also a welcome inclusion from Sigma 2. None of these characters have Ryu's expansive kit, so there is
The girl with the purple hair, I know she's in another game. Must have been like Tekken or something. I don't remember.
as much depth to them, but they all feel unique and are fun to play as, especially in one-off chapters. Finishing the campaign unlocks additional costumes for every character, as well as chapter challenges if you want to replay chapters and compete for a high score, though there aren't online leaderboards this time. Lastly, there are some bugs here and there. It crashed on me once, and I saw a few texture bugs.
Alright, man, I don't give a fuck about no bugs. Let's see what the review is. Verdict.
Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is neither Ninja Gaiden 2 nor Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, but instead a secret third thing that mixes both versions together to create something that is wholly unique and by far the most beautiful version of this excellent action game.
Bro, I cannot wait to play this. I already have it downloaded. I just want to see.
60. It isn't the version I was hoping for, get on it modders, but it's still an incredible game and I'm happy it exists. If this is really it for Ninja Gaiden 2, it will at least go out on a high note. This trip through time reminded me that while you can't go home again and nothing will ever truly be like it was, that doesn't mean something can't still be beautiful. Ninja Gaiden 2 is remarkable, even with its flaws, and it's good.
Okay, cool. Alright, well, I'm gonna be on Twitch a little later, probably streaming this Ninja Gaiden or a different game. I'm a Trip Pacific on Twitch, so follow me and catch me when I'm streaming. Doses.